Good morning, everyone. My name is Julie. I am the owner and founder of Lady Faulti's Apothecary, and you are here today to see about our forecast for the week for astrology. What energies might be coming, what days you might be feeling like being social, what days you might not feel like being social, good days to get projects done, things like that. Before we get started, we're going to smudge just a little bit here. Find a leaf that hasn't burned all the way down. That's all I need for this morning's purpose. So some for you guys. Some for me. Still allergies driving me crazy. All right, so we'll put this over here to burn. It won't go down my finger. All right, and then we'll pull a new card for this week. So last week's card was a blessing on our intuition. So we are going to put that back in the deck. Go ahead and shuffle. Let's see what we got here. I think it's a new one or a repeat. I think we've had this one once, but it was like a really long time ago. A blessing on growing older. As I moan and groan about all my my little aches and pains and allergies and being tired and all that. A blessing on growing older. So I will get a picture of that up, and I usually do a little write-up with it. And if you want to see that, you can head on over to Lady Faulti's Light Healers. That's where that will be posted. It's a Facebook group. If you're not a member, there's like 3 easy questions to answer, and it'll let you in. Or if you don't, it will send me a thing saying that you need to be approved, and I usually get that done within a day or so. But Lady Faulti's Light Healers, if you want to see the card and a write-up on that. So let me put that over here. You know what? I didn't bring my phone out. Crazy me. All right. Let's jump right in. So today is June 5th. Can you guys believe it's June already? June 5th. Venus is entering Leo. So there should be a nice creative energy today. Should be a little bit of a boost of confidence for you. You might have a little bit of a flare, yeah, might be a little. It's a really good day to display your affections as well. If you're feeling like holding hands or giving a hug or whatever, go ahead and do that. If it's a stranger, maybe not, but somebody that's go for it. Otherwise, maybe ask permission before you hug a stranger or try to hold their hand. There's laws that we have to abide by. But go ahead and display your affection today. Everybody's going to be getting the same energies, right? Now they affect everybody differently because of where their placement is. Their placements are. So, it will affect everybody a little bit differently, but overall, we're kind of all be receiving the same energy, right? So everybody else should be feeling a little bit more like they want to display affection as well. So, it's not just us, you and me, it's the whole world. So, all right. And today's color is off-white. And yes, this is the right card. All right. I'm still using the new deck. Nobody has let me know they want to go back to the old deck, so I'll keep at it for right now. We'll see what happens. Who knows? But I picked Garnet. It says enhances your aptitude, esteem, and patience. And now the credit card machine is going to decide to turn on. It's got to be something that at 7 o'clock it does something, because like every Monday morning it pops up. Garnet enhances your aptitude, esteem, and patience. So I thought with the little bit of a boost of confidence, that self-esteem aspect of it would kind of tie in there. So some garnet, some red garnet. Credit cards machine is ready if anybody'd like to make a purchase. So, all right. And I said the color's off-white, right? All right. Tuesday, June 6th. So I skipped over that part, but Venus entering Leo for today. The moon is in Capricorn. So just to backtrack that a little bit, because I kind of skipped over that. Capricorn energy is all about drive and success and accomplishing something and being very good at whatever it is you choose to do. And I've covered this before, but if you're new, success doesn't mean you have to be wearing an expensive suit and working as the CEO of a company. As far as success goes, Capricorn, if they decide they're going to be a farmer, they're going to be the best farmer around. They're going to know all the things to know. They're going to have all the equipment. They're going to have all they're going to just be the best farmer there is. If they decide they're going to be a hairdresser, just because my hair's a mess right now, they're going to be the best hairdresser around. They're going to study hard. They're going to learn everything they can learn. They're going to always be on top of the best, or the newest information, things like that. So that's what I mean by success. They're just going to be successful at whatever it is they choose to do. Maybe they do choose to be a CEO of a big company, and they probably will be. But so that is going to kind of energy is going to be there today and tomorrow for us. So that kind of that drive to either be learning something, getting something done, maybe you're going to feel a little bit more of like, I should have a raise, or I should have a promotion, or whatever that might be. And with that Venus and Leo confidence, maybe you'll just ask for it and maybe you'll get it. Maybe you won't, but maybe you will. So, all right. Tuesday, the 6th, Capricorn moon in harmony with Mercury. So it's going to be very practical day. It's going to be clear communications because we're in harmony with Mercury. So we don't like it when it's the intention with Mercury. We don't like that. Every time I put my cup up, I want to be like, this video is brought to you today by the letter J. Sorry, Sesame Street. Capricorn moon in harmony with Mercury. Back on track, Julie. You're going to want to be, you're going to, again, feel all those things like I was just saying. You're going to want to plan. You're going to be wanting to do some sort of strategizing, maybe learning something. You are going to be wanting to have conversations that are going to be not only meaningful, but that are going to be maybe beneficial to you in some way. So something that's going to help kind of push you forward on whatever it is that you're driving for. So again, good energies, nothing too much to be worried about at all, actually. Not really much of anything this week, maybe one day, but that's about it. They can't all be good days, right? So yeah, just it's going to be a good communication day. So those meaningful conversations, for strategy and drive and all of that with the nice practical and clear communication, should be a good day to have some conversations. So Tuesday's color is light blue, and I picked some onyx, and it says encourages Capricorn to capitalize on their many strengths. So this is like when I talk about using the energies to our benefit. Sorry, I feel like I got to sneeze here. So using all of our that Capricorn energy to benefit us. So all of that drive, that strategizing, structure, planning, all of that meaningful conversation, all of that, and taking it in a way that is going to be useful and beneficial to us. So you could work with some onyx. All right. So Wednesday, the moon is going to enter Aquarius. So energy is going to change quite a bit, actually. It's still good, but it's going to change quite a bit. So we're going to go from Capricorn, which is very practical and structured and organized and driven, to Aquarius, which is not. Aquarius is, how do I say this? I usually have like little kind of nicknames for them. The Aquarius I kind of think as like, again, and I'm not trying to be mean. Take this as, it's meant to be lighthearted. Kind of the hippie people, right? They're a little bit eccentric. They're all about individuality, about expressing themselves, being genuine to who they truly are. So they kind of just make me think, when I think of Aquarius, I kind of think of the 70s and everybody kind of running around in tie-dye and flip-flops. That's kind of what I think of when I think of Aquarius. Now, that's not for everyone, not every Aquarius. And that is because of where your placements are, right? Your other placements. Where is your rising sun? Where is your moon sun? Where is your Venus, your Mars, your Mercury, so on and so on? Where your other placements are really affect how things come through for you. So, yeah. That's why I'm saying, like, everybody's going to receive the energies a little bit different, because if you are already in Aquarius, or you have a lot of Aquarius in your chart, it might kind of feel like a little bit of an overload for you. Or maybe you feel like you're right at home, like, today's my day, this is it, I'm fitting right in, or maybe on the other end, you don't have any Aquarius in your chart, and so this is going to feel very odd and weird to you. Or you don't have any Aquarius in your chart, or maybe a little Aquarius in your chart, and you're going to take this energy and really make it benefit you in some way, right? So there's so many different ways. I mean, that's just like really 4 basic generic like ways it could affect you, but there's all different ways that where your placement is. So if you don't know your birth chart, I highly recommend that you do that. If you don't know how, it's really quite simple to get your birth chart. It is a little bit to try to figure it out. I do birth chart readings, and I do charge for that. But if you want to do it on your own and you just have a couple of questions about it, I'm more than happy to answer those questions for you. So keep that in mind. But I do recommend getting your chart done, or find somebody else that'll do it. There's other people around that do charts as well. So they might charge less, they might charge more. I don't know. I just, I'm not out here to make a ton of money. I just charge to basically cover my time. So anyway, Aquarius, Wednesday. Squirrel. Yeah, so Wednesday's color is purple, And I actually picked a purple stone, and I didn't do that on purpose. So I picked amethyst. It says it's the birthstone of Aquarius. Enhances your I can't even read. Your commitment, individuality, and idealism. So just expressing yourself, your individuality, being a little eccentric. So on Wednesday, you could work with some amethyst. Amethyst is really good for intuition and spiritual connection and all kinds of other stuff too. So when I talk about the stones, just want to put that out there, that these are not the only things these stones are good for. The stones, like everything else, have multiple things they can be beneficial for. So we're just talking about like the part that relates to what we're talking about today. All right, moving over to Thursday. So if there's one day in the week that you might want to be aware of, like I think knowing all the energies is helpful, but if you really take away anything, Wednesday's probably the one day that you want to be most aware of the energies. We are still in an Aquarius moon, so you're still going to be feeling that individuality, being genuine, expressing yourself. All of that is going to be still there for you, because we've talked about how when the moon is in a sign, it's in a sign for about 2.5 days or so. So actually on Tuesday, we're going to start out in Capricorn, but by the end of the day, we're going to actually be in Aquarius. But I just basically give you the energy that's going to be the bulk of the day. So that Aquarius energy, you might start to feel a little bit of it Tuesday night. But anyway, back to Thursday. Aquarius moon, and it's in tension with Uranus. So not horrible, not anything to be worried or stressed about or anything like that. But that's the one day, right? That if there's one day to maybe pay attention to what's going on, it's going to be Thursday. Okay. With that individuality and expressing yourself and being your genuine self, there's going to be a heightened sense of, wow, that word came out really loud, didn't it? Heightened sense of freedom. So you're going to kind of maybe, how do I say this? Maybe struggle a little bit if somebody's, maybe if you're at work and somebody's telling you what to do, or if you're feeling like you want to be somewhere else and you have to go to work, like you might be feeling like being like you're trapped, right? So like you want your own space and your own freedom and your own decision making and stuff. So depending on your situation, if you can just stay home, then you might be okay. But maybe you're feeling trapped in your home. Maybe you feel like you want to go somewhere and you're trapped at home. So like I said, it depends on the person in the situation. There might be some unpredictable behavior from you, which also means there's going to be unpredictable behavior from everybody else too, right? So, and everybody else is going to be feeling like maybe their freedom is being impinged on. That's not the word I want. Impeded on. What's the word I want? Compromised. That's not it either. But so yeah. That's probably about the. It's not super horrible as far as energies go. It doesn't involve Mercury, so I'm okay with that. So just to try to balance all that out, embrace some unconventional ways. If you're feeling trapped, and let me think of an example here. All right, so you're at home and you don't want to be at home. Maybe you want to be, I'm just going to say at the beach. It's cold and rainy here right now. Beach sounds, beach weather would be nice. Maybe you want to be at the beach, right? And so you can't for whatever reason. Maybe you don't have a car, maybe you don't have the money, maybe the beach is like 4 hours away, whatever this situation is. So like, how can you work with that and maybe get that sense of being at the beach, right? So it sounds silly, but put on your bathing suit. Sit in a lawn chair in your backyard. Put headphones on and play the sound of waves. Um, put a beach towel out and eat lunch on the backyard. Like, be unconventional, but like, make you feel like you are doing what you want to be doing. So, yeah. So anyway, that was kind of a silly analogy, but I'm actually kind of serious about it. Like, if you want to be at the beach and you can't get to the beach, put your bathing suit on, sit in your lawn chair in the backyard, play beach music or sounds of waves and seagulls and whatnot, and make yourself a little beach cocktail and soothe that part of your soul that wants to be there. So anyway, if you guys have other silly analogies like mine, please put them in there, because I'd like to know that I'm not the only one that comes up with silly stuff like that. All right. So yeah, just explore whatever you can to kind of give you that sense of that freedom that you're looking for, whatever that might look like. So, so Thursday's color is off-white, and I picked some iolite, and it says stimulate your imagination and point your heart in the best direction. So I picked it for that stimulate your imagination part, right? Figure it out. Be imaginative. Be unpredictable. Be silly. Embrace, unconventional ways. Get her done. All right. So Friday the 9th, Venus is in harmony with Neptune. So really, like I said, Thursday was the only day that, you might really want to kind of be paying a little bit of attention to what's going on for you. But like I said, remember too that everybody else is feeling these same energies. So, and you can do what you want with this. You watching this video now have some knowledge of what's going to be going on. I just do like a Cliff Notes version, so I don't go super in depth in anything, but just enough to help you get through the week. And you can pass this on to friends or family or whatnot, whether you actually share the video or just say, well, I watched a video and the lady on the video said this was going to be happening on Thursday or whatever day, and help them out that way. Or you, like I said, or you could share or my video to them or tag them in the comments. But even if you don't even have to say my name. It's not about me being like publicized. You can just say that lady I watch on her videos says this is going to happen. It's about getting the information out there. So anyway, Friday, Venus in harmony with Neptune. So going to be some good energy there, nurturing energy, compassion, a desire for a connection, whether that be intimate or, family, or with your children, or, just relationships in general. You're going to want to feel like there's a connection there. And so it's also going to be a really good day to do some self-care. So take that nurturing and that compassion and put some of it back onto yourself. Take care of yourself. Call me and book a foot soak. No, just kidding. No, I'm not kidding. Call me and book a foot soak. Do something nice for yourself. Really pamper yourself in some way, whether it is go get a foot soak, go get a massage, prepare your own little foot soak at home. if you can't afford it, or you don't have time or whatever, or a nice bathtub for yourself. Go read a book that you've been wanting to read. Shut your kids in the closet. No, don't shut your kids. But, give your kids an activity to keep them busy. That's probably a better idea, right? And do something for yourself. So it's also going to be a really good day to explore your intuition. So what do I mean when I say explore? Just kind of tap into it and feel what's going on, and just kind of play with it a little bit. Like when you start to feel something, stop and think about what it is and what you're trying to do and what your intuition is telling you. And just try following it and see where that leads, what happens with that, right? So just kind of play with it. Obviously not in like life-threatening situations, maybe, but just around the house or at work or something. If you just feel really called to do something and you're like, I don't know why that doesn't really make any sense, or that's not something I would normally do, or that's not what I had planned to do, or whatever, just try it and see what happens. I spent so many years second guessing myself, and now it's like if I feel called to do something, I'm like, I don't know, I'm just doing this. Doesn't make sense, but I'm doing it, and it usually works out okay. So go figure, right? All right, Friday's color is gray, and I picked some, and I got my old lady here. I have to take my glasses off because this one's tight. I can't read it. So it's citrine, and lets you envision how doing what is right for you will ultimately benefit others. So I thought that was a perfect explanation, perfect card for some self-care. It actually is, it says it's under manifesting, but I think it fits perfect with the self-care. So doing what is right for you that will ultimately benefit others, right? So we can't pour into other people's cup if our cup is empty. We have to keep our cup full. So to be caring and supportive and helping others, if we've completely depleted ourselves, we're not going to do this, or we're not going to do it very well. So making sure you do your self-care. Fill your own cup up. All right. Saturday the 10th, last quarter moon in Pisces. So we are switching over to Pisces energy now. So Saturday is going to be due to being the last quarter moon, right? So we just had our full moon. We set our intentions. We worked on releasing what was no longer going to serve us, all of that. So this last quarter moon is kind of like a check-in point, right? To go back and reflect and see how we've done over the last week since we released whatever it was we were releasing. And that doesn't mean like you tried to release something last Saturday on the full moon, and this Saturday you're like, well, I'll use the old example of my own anger. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna release anger. And then the week's gone by and I maybe got angry half a dozen times. And so like on Saturday, it's not going to be like I failed or I didn't do it or it didn't work or I better, give that up or whatever. Just kind of reflect and be like, okay, what worked, what didn't work. Maybe counting to 10 doesn't work. Maybe leaving the room worked better. Maybe talking myself down, maybe sending a text to a friend who's going to help me through it. Whatever that looks like, just kind of sit and reflect about, okay, what did I do over the week and what worked well and what didn't? And then take that information and move forward with it, okay? So with the energy in Pisces, It's also a really good time to do some spiritual growth for yourself. But yeah, it should be a good day. Pisces are emotional people, right? And emotions are not bad. It's not bad to be emotional. Pisces kind of gets that rap of they're so emotional. But emotions are not bad. So just kind of sit and whatever you're feeling on Saturday, sit with it for a little bit. My favorite saying about emotions is feel it, process it, and let it go, right? And so you have to sit with it. You have to feel it. For example, if it's grief, now I'm not talking like major loss grief because that's a whole conversation in itself. But maybe you're grieving a little bit, or the example that just comes to mind is maybe it's like the memorial of somebody passing. So maybe it's an older grief, and it's the anniversary of someone passing, and so maybe that's brought up some memories and some emotions that are gonna make you sad. So sit with that. Allow yourself to process that. Allow yourself to feel that. Um, Go through it. And don't stuff it down. Don't try to bury it. Don't try to hide it. Like if you're feeling sad about it for the day, let yourself. And then and I find sometimes when we do that, we actually work through it faster. Not always, but instead of shoving it down and it coming up and shoving it down and it coming up. And so we're doing this all day, right? Maybe if you just let yourself sit down and cry over a cup of tea and look through the photo album or your phone or whatever at some pictures and just allow yourself to feel it and be sad and stuff and cry, and then you're like, okay, I'm good now, and you can go on with the rest of your day. So just kind of sit with whatever the emotion is, and I think that you'll end up feeling better in the long run about it. So Saturday's color is light blue. Falling apart. All right, so I picked some golden tiger, golden tiger eye. Can't read. Can't talk. Golden tiger eye lets you consider the effects of your actions without getting lost in your thoughts. So the description's not quite what I was going for, but it's kind of there, right? So considering the effects of your actions. So considering, how do I say this? So this is part of the reflecting is where I'm going with this, okay? Considering the effects of your actions. So again, going back to what worked and what didn't work, right? So what worked well for you, what didn't work well, that stuff. So that's kind of the reflection part, right? And then it says without getting lost in your thoughts. That's where I was kind of saying like, don't think of yourself as failing, if things didn't work. Don't get stuck in your head about it. Don't over analyze, don't over process it. If something didn't work, great. You made an effort, you put time in, you tried. You could have just not done nothing. Not done nothing. You could have not done anything. So, if you're putting in the effort and you're putting in the work and you're putting in the time, I wouldn't ever consider that a failure. Maybe your plan didn't work. And if you're like me, I have plan A, B, C, D, E, F, sometimes G, because they don't always work out the way we plan. And so don't get lost in it, basically. So tiger's eye going to help us reflect and process and move on, basically, is what we're going with that. All right. Did I say Saturday's color is light blue? All right. And Sunday, the 11th, Pluto enters Capricorn. So we're still in a Pisces moon. So that energy is still going to be there of, emotions being a little bit to the forefront, so to speak, wearing our emotions on our sleeve. So you might be feeling a little bit emotional still on Sunday. But Pluto entering Capricorn is going to bring us all the way back to the beginning of this week with that practical and clear and strategizing and structure and planning and all of that, all right, is going to be there. But with the extra part of it being in Pluto is going to be kind of similar to full moon energy a little bit. It's going to allow you to actually a little bit towards what we were just talking about for Saturday, I guess, if you think about it. Going and sitting, how do I want to say this? Sitting with something and being like, this is where we want to be, and this is what we've been doing, and it's not working, right? So this kind of, like I was saying, just that reflection part for the last quarter moon. So we're going to destruct it all and take it all apart. And all the things that don't work well, we're going to throw those pieces out. And now we're going to take all the pieces that work really well and we're going to rebuild it. So that's kind of the energy of Saturday, Sunday, which, like I said, in a way is pretty similar to what I was saying to do on Saturday, is sit and reflect in what works and what doesn't work, and then take what works and moves on. So, but that's going to be a little bit more towards emotions and a little bit more towards what you were releasing for the full moon, where Sunday's energy, it's the same style. Same, no, I don't know. The energy is going to be geared more towards success, for whatever success looks like for you. So maybe that's, just being ambitious at work, and you want some recognition, or you want a raise, or you want a promotion, or whatever that's going to look like. Career, family, college, whatever success looks like for you. So it's going to be a little bit geared towards that versus Saturday's energy, which is going to be a little bit more towards emotions and what we were releasing at the full moon. So hopefully all that makes sense. Sunday's color is orange, and I picked a Capricorn stone. I could have picked something for Pisces because it's a Pisces moon, but I felt like doing this one. So this one's Capricorn. It says it's all about transition, right? Which is basically what that is, right? We're going to tear everything down and then we're going to rebuild it. So it's yellow calcite, and lets you see how eliminating what is not working is in your best interest. So some yellow calcite. So we're going to deconstruct everything, pull out all the parts we want, get rid of all the parts we don't want, and then put it back together. So, all right. So that's it for this week. I hope something in here was helpful for you. I hope you feel called to share it with someone. Little note here that next week I am on vacation. So I won't be here Monday morning to do a live for you. My plan is to make a little post each morning that's going to kind of give you like a quick little idea of what's going on for the day. So Monday through Sunday, I will post just a little, just a 3 or 4 little sentence post on the, it'll be on my Facebook page, my Facebook group, and probably Instagram. I'll probably post it so it goes through to Instagram as well if you're on that. Maybe Snapchat, I don't know. I know Snapchat is the way everybody's going, and it's not really my cup of tea. But anyway, maybe I'll do that. So, because once I make the post, it'll just take a second to share it to other pages. But so yeah, so no video next week. Sunday next week, I know I'm jumping ahead. Sunday next week is the new moon. I'm not sure if I will be live for that or not. Our original plan was to come home on Saturday, but now we're thinking we might actually come home on Sunday. If we come home Saturday, I'll probably do a video Sunday morning. If we don't come home till Sunday, then I won't be here to do a video. And again, I'll try to make some little post or something. I've done it before, like I'll give a post with the affirmation. I'll give a post with maybe a journal prompt. I'll put up a picture of maybe like a tarot card, things that like I normally talk about. I'll make some posts of some things you can work with during that new moon if I don't come live, okay? So that's it. That's going to be wrap. So I won't see you guys until, like I said, possibly Sunday the 18th, but if not, definitely Monday the 19th. So I hope everybody has a really good week. I hope something in this video was helpful for you. If it was, and you think it'll be helpful to somebody else, please tag them or share or whatever. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, blah, blah, blah. All right. So lots of love to you guys. Thanks for watching. And as always, remember to be kind. Your kindness is not only going to improve your day, it's going to improve somebody else's day. And it could potentially change someone's life for the better. So thanks for watching, guys. Love you. Bye.